Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is a first-person single-player adventure game by Machine Games. The game launched on December 9th, 2024 for PC and Xbox Series consoles, with an imminent release on PS5. The game was created by Wolfenstein developers Machine Games, working under Bethesda and Xbox. With Raiders of the Lost Ark taking place in 1936 and Last Crusade taking place in 38, The Great Circle is set in between in 1937. You do not need the film's knowledge prior to playing the game, but you may get more out of it if you decide to watch Raiders of the Lost Ark beforehand. Some aspects of the game are a little obtuse, so I'll break them down while also staying away from story spoilers. Please leave the video a like if you end up enjoying it. Subscribing is free and it helps the channel grow. Thank you. The game itself has a couple linear sections but features 3 larger open world hubs with plenty of content packed in. The first thing I need to address are the notes in the game. Opening up Indy's journal will first present you with a map. It's a local area map that will have your objective marked, and only your objective. If you need to take a specific path to it, a little bullseye will show where you must go to make your way there. The bullseye also stays in the world itself if you keep your map in your hands. Moving over to your journal tab, Adventure is right at the top, and this is the main quest. As you scroll down, everything else are your side quests, riddles, and other mysteries that need to be uncovered. Note that specific documents pertaining to certain optional quests will be stored underneath them. With opening a new note, the top left will say exactly the name of the quest that it's tied to. Any other miscellaneous notes will just be placed under field notes in the Discovery tab.
Heil Hitler!
What the fuck you just say to me? Next are your books. These are just upgrades for Indy that you find in the open world, and can be purchased at certain shops. Picking them up just means you now have the ability to unlock that upgrade in this menu. A lot of these are pretty straightforward, like increasing some of your base stats, or even giving you new abilities altogether. Indiana Jones as a property is what inspired Tomb Raider, and in turn inspired Uncharted. They have similar aspects in terms of exploring ruins and other ancient sites, as well as combat, both melee and shooting. Tomb Raider and Uncharted tend to have more action-style approach. It's about finding and using weapons and exploring areas while under fire. The difference here is that the Great Circle is heavily stealth-focused. Indy sneaks around, can climb up and crawl under areas that let you get around guards. The whip is also silent when using it to get to an elevated position. The one thing I had a problem with early on are the stealth takedowns. You're not supposed to wind up a heavy attack and then approach an enemy from behind. The game wants you to approach them until Indy's arm goes back itself, and then an attack will knock them out. A heavy attack from behind will just be like landing a heavy attack normally. The thing with the guns in this game is that they all have limited ammo, and also attract everyone's attention when fired. When stealth fails and you are thrusted, into combat, Indy can use any item he finds around. Pressing X with a gun will turn it into a melee weapon, or just use his hands. The triggers swing their respective fists, and the reason this is important is because when you parry an enemy's attack, which will catch it, you want to swing with the opposite side. You can also hit A to dash, which would get you away from their attack, but not necessarily put you in an opportunity to follow it up. There are bruiser pits in each of the 3 open zones that you can use to put your hand-to-hand skills to the test for a cash prize. These can get pretty tough as you make your way through stronger opponents, but these arenas tend to have free bandages, as well as bread and fruit. Bread gives you a temporary health boost, while fruit adds to your stamina. Bro, how are you the final boss with those skinny-ass arms? Those are just a fraction of the things that you'll be doing in the game. I didn't talk about the breakable walls or sticks of dynamite that you can light, or even the swath of puzzles in the game, and how many of them have you exploring the environment to solve. The game was a great surprise, and worth checking out if you enjoy gameplay with a similar style to Dishonored, or just light immersive sims in general. I want to remind you again to leave the video a like and to subscribe to the channel. I have a Patreon where I upload script readings, or you can get them on YouTube with a channel membership. Just a means to support me if you'd like. Either way, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Stay safe.